Hey guys, what's up? I'm Rohit Khurana, your host on Intellect Digest, and what you see here is the slimmest phone in India. Yes, this is not the slimmest in the world because the Oppo has launched R5, but this is yet the slimmest phone in India, and it is in fact the most affordable slim phone that you can get anywhere in the world. This is the Gionee Elife S5.1, just unveiled in India and goes on sale in first week of December at 19,000 MOP in India. In this video, I'm going to unbox this and review this for you. I'll talk about everything that you want to know about this phone, which includes design, build quality, box content, SIM options, memory options. I'll give you a display quality test, audio quality test. I'll talk about the specification features. I'll give you benchmark scores, gaming performance test, call quality test, internet browsing experience, software, and the user experience that you get on the Gionee Elife S5.1. In case you still want to know something more, please feel free to drop some comments in the comment section below and we'll come up with the follow-up videos. Let's start with this one. I'll start by quickly unboxing the same, and the box looks somewhat similar to the Gionee Elife S5.5 box that we saw some time back. And this is another slim phone in India by Gionee. The slimmest phone earlier was Gionee Elife S5.5, which is the elder sibling of this and comes with more RAM compared to this phone, but this is even more slimmer and is one of the sleekest phones at just 97.7 grams. This is under 100 grams. So the first thing in the box is the phone, which is wrapped in this premium leather cover, which is a snap-on cover which you can stick to the back of the phone. So let's take this out, and here you have the Gionee Elife S5.1. This is very slim. Just to give you a perspective, let me keep it next to some of the conventional phones that we use. This is the Moto X first generation, and this is the Samsung Galaxy Note 4, and you can see how slim this phone is by having a closer look. This is the slimmest and sexiest phones that you can get in India. This is under 100 grams and is just 5.1 millimeters. Feels incredibly light and really nice in hand. Let me keep this aside for a moment and show you what else comes with it. So first thing that I showed you is this leather flip cover, which sticks to the back, so you have to peel off the sticker and stick it to the back, aligning it with the camera module hole at the rear. Let's deep dive further, and we have a standard wall charger, some more small boxes here. This is an in-the-ear earphone pair that you get here and comes with nice metal-like finish. This is probably high-quality plastic, anti-tangle cables, flat 3.5 mm with metal tips. Looks very nice and premium. Apart from that, you get standard USB to micro USB cable. There is some more stuff in the box. Let me take this out. Nicely packaged. So you get a set of screen protectors, 2 for the front and 2 for the rear. So it is right in the box, so you need not hunt for it in the market. There is a back cover or a back case which is provided in case you don't want to use the leather cover and find it inconvenient. You can use this one. This is a snap-on back cover which will give some extra protection and a nice feel to the phone. Let me keep this aside. Next thing in the box is this USB OTG cable, very high quality with Gionee Elife branding. This is included right in the box, and this phone supports USB OTG. You have a SIM card removal tool, so this one comes with a SIM tray, and you have the user guide, service center list, and warranty cards. The service center list is fairly large and detailed. It has phone numbers, addresses of all the service centers that Gionee runs, and user guide is also fairly detailed. That's all in the box. Let me get rid of everything and come back to the phone. And before I boot it up and show you the benchmarks and everything, let me quickly give you a design overview. On this side, you can see the profile of this phone. This is 5.1 millimeters, and this is the right side of the phone, which comes with a SIM card tray. This has a small pinhole, and when you insert the SIM removal tool in it, the SIM card tray will come out and you can insert a micro SIM card in this phone. So this is the right side of the phone, and there is a blank which has already been placed here. So let me keep this aside. On top of the phone you have this antenna band, and there is nothing here. On the left hand side you have the power or wake up key followed by the volume rocker, and they are both finished in metal. The phone has a metallic casing and Gorilla Glass at front as well as rear. So this is all metal and glass, very premium design. On the bottom of the phone you have the charging port, some more antenna bands, and 3.5 mm standard audio port. On the rear of the phone you get an 8 megapixel camera which comes with LED flash and autofocus, and there is also secondary microphone hole that you can see here. Gionee branding, and on the bottom you have the speaker grill which is towards the rear of the phone, and there is no protrusion etc. around this speaker grill that we have on the rear. On front we have a 5 megapixel camera which is fairly powerful. Standard speaker mesh, we have some sensors over here, and there is a protective plastic which comes installed which tells you quick specification. It comes with DTS surround sound, 88 degrees ultra wide angle front facing camera for a wide angle selfie. You can have your friends etc. in the same frame. This is a 4.8 inch AMOLED display on front which comes with high quality color production, and there is a 2000 milliamp battery. Considering that this is the slimmest phone that you can get in India, a 2000 milliamp battery makes a lot of value proposition. Let me peel off this plastic at the front and show you the display. So this plastic comes off, and this is the 4.8 inch display. It has 3 touch capacitive buttons below the display, which is the standard Android format: home key, menu key, and the back key. And we are back with setting up the phone and installing some few applications. We have also run some benchmarks, so I'll show you that in a moment. So after we have seen the design and build of the phone, I will take you directly to the next most important thing, which is the display. The display that you see here is a 4.8 inch high definition AMOLED display which has very vibrant colors. And right on the lock screen you have some features which you will find very interesting. You can just swipe from this side and take quick pictures. You have 4 shortcuts. One is the camera, which can be used to take pictures. Then you have recording, which is the voice recording. Then you have torch, which uses the rear LED flash, and fake call, which is very interesting in case you are stuck in a boring conversation and want to get away. You can give a fake call to yourself and get out of the room saying that you have a phone call to attend. It's very interesting. Now getting back to the display, this is a very rich and vibrant display, and the viewing angles are just fantastic. As you can see here, the colors are coming out to be very well saturated. Let me give you a quick playback of video just to give you an idea of how well it looks. So I'll just play a video on this device. I'll turn the volume to maximum so that you get a fair idea of how loud it is while playing a video. The display viewing angles, color quality and richness is just amazing. It looks super sharp and super crisp, and there is no problem with this display. For this size, the resolution is just appropriate and it gives you a very rich feeling in hand. So the display is something which is very impressive. Now let me quickly give you an audio playback just to give you an idea of how loud the speakers are. The speakers are at the rear, and there is a small problem that when you place it on a flat surface, it tends to muffle the volume. Other than that, the music is loud, the bass levels are low but the treble levels are high, and the supplied earphones do a very good job when it comes to producing good quality music. These are in the earphones. They are very loud and clear and crisp and have enough bass, and additionally it comes with DTS surround software, so you can actually use this DTS surround to enhance the volume, and it gives some really cool effects. There are some preset equalizers which come installed on this, and it gives a very good surround sound effect. After display, audio and video, let's talk about the next most important thing, which is the camera. Camera of this phone gives you an 8 megapixel shooter at the rear, and one very commendable thing about this is that the camera is flush with the body. Unlike the Oppo R5 and the Gionee Elife S5.1, the camera is not protruding out of the body, even that you see on iPhone 6 and 6 Plus. This gives a very rich aesthetic as well as the overall ergonomic to this phone, because you can slide it into your pocket without bothering about this camera scratching against something. And the tendency of this camera scratching itself is very low because you have slight chin here, and at the same time you have Gorilla Glass protection at the back as well. Talking about the performance of this camera, it takes some really sharp pictures. Let me quickly give you some samples by pulling in these objects and taking a few shots, just to give you an idea of how crisp it is. It supports touch to focus, it supports high definition video recording, and it also has a very mighty front facing 5 megapixel camera. Let me quickly show you the results here. So this is a picture which I have just clicked, and this is the object right in front of me, and the clarity, color production and the overall results in the camera is very sharp and crisp. It gives some really cool and clear pictures with this camera. And if you want to do some more, there is a charm cam, and the shortcut this time is provided right within the camera application. You just hit here and you get much more options, which is face beauty mode, PPT mode, in which you can quickly take a picture and convert it into PDF. There is stamps mode, live filters mode. So you have a lot of interesting modes to follow. Live filter will give you a lot of shooting options, and you can select between those filters and click some really awesome pictures. You also have professional control on this camera app. Just slide from this side and you can control some of the features, which includes the ISO. Now let me show you the front facing camera unit, which is a 5 megapixel camera, and it is 88 degrees wide. So you can see it's covering from more than my shoulder width from this side to this side. So you can take good selfies, and in fact group fees or ASIs in which you have a lot of coverage. This is 88 degrees lens, which is really wide. Let me click a quick selfie of myself and then show you the sample. And by the way, it also supports clicking on gesture, so you can quickly switch to the charm cam, switch to the front facing camera, and you can turn on the mode which says gesture shot. In this, I just have to make this V gesture, and it will click a picture after 1 or 2 seconds, which gives me time to pose, as well as at the same time will give me some super sharp and clear selfies. As you can see, this is very wide, and the clarity in this picture is very high. You can see the detailing in this shot is very good. It is exceptional for a front facing camera. It is a 5 megapixel front facing camera that you get on this phone, which is doing a very good job. If you are spending 15 to 20,000 rupees on a phone, you want top-notch performance, and this phone does not disappoint. On Antutu, we got a score of 31,599, which is really impressive, and it gives very good performance as well. Talking of the specifications, it is powered by a MediaTek octa-core processor clocked at 1.7 GHz. It has 1 GB of RAM and 16 GB internal memory, which is not expandable. The memory, however, is not expandable. It comes with a 16 GB fixed internal memory, and the exact amount of memory that you get for user available space is around 9.66 GB that you can check in the storage settings. After you install some games, the memory will keep going lower, but it is still usable, and it will give you decent enough memory if you don't need to carry too much multimedia with you. In case you want to carry much more multimedia for viewing videos, etc., you always have an option of connecting the USB OTG cable, which is supplied with the phone, and connect a pen drive and watch videos directly from a pen drive on the phone. Talking about the graphics performance, this phone scores very high on benchmark tools like Nina Mark II. We tested it for graphics performance and we got a score of above 61 frames per second, which is really impressive. This is a high definition display and gives such high frame rates. Let me also give you a quick gameplay just to give you an idea of how rich this phone is when it comes to gaming experience. While gaming, I observed some heat in this area. Probably the processor is placed here. The phone gets slightly warm, but it is not uncomfortably hot. So yes, it does get warm, but it is not very hot. Next thing I'm gonna talk about is the signal reception and call quality. As you can see here, we are getting full strength 3G HSDPA plus networks. We are on Airtel Delhi network and it is giving me good network strength. Let me make a phone call and put it on speaker just to give you an idea of how the call clarity is on this phone. This phone does not give any troubles when it comes to call clarity as well as the signal reception quality. Next, I'll show you the internet browsing experience on this phone. So let me quickly open our homepage, which is intellectdigest.in, and see how well it renders. I'm using the Chrome browser. It comes with Chrome browser as well as UC browser built in. So you have an option of two browsers right out of the box. So as you can see, the website renders quite well and it is scrolling smooth as well. The text legibility and the color production is very good here, and you can pinch to zoom to view the content, and it does give a very pleasurable and smooth experience when it comes to internet browsing. Next thing I'm going to talk about is the software version and the user experience. This phone right out of the box runs KitKat 4.4.2 and comes with Amigo 2.0 UI, which runs really smooth and is much more refined compared to what we saw earlier on Gionee Elife E6, which came with the Amigo UI for the first time. This is the version 2 and is much more refined, is very fast, and you can do application switching like this. You can kill applications, you can browse through applications. There is no app drawer. The flat UI, you have folders which organize your content very well. It is smooth, responsive, it is fast, and it gives you some cool features at the lock screen where you can slide from this side and access some quick features which include quick camera, recording, torch, etc. Have some tools which are bundled, which includes FM radio, calculator, torch, compass, etc. So it is fairly loaded when it comes to software feature, and we do not find any sort of troubles using this UI. This is fast and very responsive. Summing up my review of the Gionee Elife S5.1, I'll say it redefines slimness with 5.1 millimeters profile. It is the slimmest that you can get in India as of now. It comes with a very affordable price tag as well, and at the same time it is a very smart lifestyle product which looks very smart in your hand. Besides that, it also gives you powerful set of cameras at front as well as rear, a really good wide angle camera at front, pleasurable video viewing experience, audio experience, and overall very solid build quality because it is entirely made up of metal and glass, which makes it very premium. So on a scale of 10, I'll give it an 8.5, which is a very good score. It's a thumbs up from us. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up by pressing the like button below for more such videos. Don't forget to press the subscribe button. If you have some more questions about this phone, feel free to drop us comments in the comment section below. We'll come up with follow-up videos. This is your host Rohit Khurana signing off. Thanks for watching.